So Trump recently banned Muslims out of the country, and there's been talks that this is religious based, and I think that it is, because you can see in his speech, he said that he wants to eradicate Islam, radical Islam, right? So you can say that this is religious based. Now, this could be a good thing because yes, there are some people who are Islamic that do things to Christians that are really bad, like beheadings and things like that. But it could also be a bad thing. Now, before we get into all this, just know that I'm not saying that I'm against Trump, and I'm not saying that I am pro-Trump, because I don't care. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't put my trust in temporary things. I don't put my trust in... Trump is a temporary president. Yeah, he's a president now, but he's temporary, right? It's a temporary thing. Humans in general are temporary. This is a temporary life that we live in right now. Everybody dies. So I'm not going to put my trust in temporary things and temporary people. Okay, I don't care who the president is. So with that said, about Trump, I don't even think Trump even knows that what he's saying or what he's doing might fulfill Bible prophecy. Now, you guys already know from my recent video before about Trump's speech, you guys should already know who the dragon is and who the sea beast is of Revelation 13 and who the land beast is of Revelation 13. But we're going to do a quick review, just a quick review. Revelation 12 says that the dragon is the old serpent called the devil and Satan. Right? So in the primary sense, the devil is the dragon. Now, what is a dragon? A dragon is a beast, right? And in Daniel 7 says that a beast is a kingdom. A beast is a symbol for a kingdom, or what we call nowadays a superpower. So the dragon in the secondary sense, you guys should already know this, is also a superpower. Which one though? Revelation 12 says that the dragon wanted to kill the man-child when he was born. And that man-child, we already know that is Jesus Christ. So who is the superpower that tried to kill Jesus Christ when he was born? That would be Rome. So in the primary sense, the dragon is Satan. And in the secondary sense, the dragon is Rome. Now, who is the first beast of Revelation 13? We're going to review this really quick. The dragon will give the beast his seat and his power, right? And the beast will rule for 42 months. In the Hebrew calendar, a month only has 30 days, exactly 30 days. 42 months is 1260 days, but in prophecy, it is 1260 literal years. In Numbers 14 and verse 34 and Ezekiel 4 and verse 6, God makes prophecies and he says he appointed each day for a year. So a day in prophecy is a year, literally. Now the beast in Revelation 13 also has the name of blasphemy on his forehead, on his head. What is blasphemy? For a man to claim to be God on earth, that is blasphemy, says John 10 and verse 33. And for a man to claim to have the power to forgive sin, that is also blasphemy, says Mark 2 and verse 7. In Revelation 13, again, it says that they worshipped the beast and said, who is able to make war with the beast. So they worship the beast, and who is able to make war with the beast. This is a religious system as well as a political system. So it's a mixture of church and state, the beast. So we have 5 requirements for who the beast is, right, of Revelation 13. There's the beast. A beast is a superpower. The dragon gives him his seat. It will be a church and state system. He will have the name of blasphemy on his forehead, and he will rule for 1260 years. Now, if you guys research this, there's only one possible entity who this could be. Okay? The beast is none other than the papacy. We're going to review those 5 points. Number 1, is the papacy a beast? Yes, it is a superpower, right? The papacy is a superpower. Did the dragon give the papacy his seat and his power? Yes, when Constantine left Rome, someone had to be in charge. So Constantine picked the bishop of Rome, that's the Pope, to be in charge of Rome. So the dragon, which is Rome, Constantine at the time, gave the papacy his power and his seat. Is the papacy a mixture of church and state? Yes, it is. The papacy is both church, Roman Catholic Church, and state. The papacy has its own army. Did it have the name of blasphemy on his forehead? Yes, it did. It claims to be God on earth, and that is why that is why they call the Pope the Holy Father in the Catholic Church, and also claims to have the power to forgive sin in the confessional. Did it rule for 1260 years? Yes, from 538 AD all the way to 1798 AD, when Napoleon ordered General Berthier to arrest the Pope because he was tired of the Pope telling him what to do. Napoleon wanted to rule the world, so he arrested the Pope through Officer General Berthier. So just from the power of those 5 clues alone, you can pinpoint who the beast is, and it is the papacy. You guys can see that now, right? It's very, very clear. Those 5 clues can only apply to the papacy. Now, here's the interesting part. Revelation 13 says that after the beast will come up a lamb-like beast. Now, who is the lamb? We all know who the lamb is. That is Christ. So there will come up a beast, a superpower, who is lamb-like, Christ-like. So it will be a Christian superpower, right? A Christian nation, or will act as if it is on God's side. But he will actually speak like a dragon, Revelation 13 says. First of all, who is the only superpower who had Christian values that comes up around the time the papacy went down? The papacy went down 1798. America came up 1776. So America came up around the time the papacy was going down. America had Christ-like, Christian-like values. America is the second beast of Revelation 13. He poses like he is Christian, talking about God and that he is on God's side, and so on and so forth, but actually speaks like a dragon. Who is the dragon? Satan. He is a liar. Does America lie? Does America deceive? Now, who else is the dragon? Rome, right? In the secondary sense, the dragon is also Rome. Now, did you guys know what happened in Rome back then? Before the papacy? Rome started killing Christians because of what they believed, because of their lifestyle. They thought Christians were cannibals back then because they would talk about eating Christ's body and drinking his blood. And then they would call each other brothers and sisters, and then they would marry one another. So they thought Christians dabbled in intermarriage. And so Rome, the dragon, started arresting Christians and killing them because of their lifestyle and because of what they believed. Rome, the dragon, started arresting Christians and killing them because of their lifestyle and because of what they believed. That's Rome. That's the dragon. And Revelation 13 says that America is going to speak like the dragon. America, the second beast of Revelation 13, is going to speak like the dragon. What did the dragon do? The dragon arrested people and killed people because of what they believed, because of their lifestyle, because of their religious lifestyle. Is that happening now today? Is America arresting or banning people or making laws against people who have a certain lifestyle, who have a certain belief or a certain religious belief? Revelation 13 also says that the beast, the second beast, America, is going to make an image or a likeness of the first beast, which is the papacy. So America is going to be likened unto the first beast, the papacy. So whatever the papacy did, America is going to make an image of that here. What did the papacy do in Rome? The papacy is a mixture of church and state. You know what they did? They killed Christians, certain Christians, because of what they believed. Same story. Same story. They killed Christians because of what they believed. They killed Christians, you know why? Because of the heresy of reading the Bible. They called it heresy because they believe that only the Pope can interpret the Bible. And when someone else, when a Christian reads the Bible, they're wrong, the papacy says. So they started arresting certain Christians because of the heresy of reading the Bible. They started taking Bibles away. That's why they call it the Dark Ages. There is no light. They started taking Bibles away. They started killing Christians because they didn't want to conform to what the church, the Catholic Church, taught back in those days. So the Catholic Church used the state to kill Christians. In general, you can also say that the Pope made a decree against certain religious groups. Is that what America is doing today? Does America now have a decree that says if you're this type, this religious belief, if you belong to this religious group, you're out of here. You're banned. It's the same story, right? Same story. Is America now building an image to the first beast? Is America now speaking like the dragon? And a lot of people are for this. A lot of Christians are for this. A lot of Christians say, hey, look, the Islam people, they're bad. They kill people, they behead Christians. Yeah, ban them. That's good. If you want to ban people who kill people, yeah, sure. Why not? But if you base it on their belief or base it on their religious beliefs, now what happens if now that foot is on the door? What happens if you take that and target other religious groups? What if the Pope and Trump get together and have a meeting and say, hey, look, these Muslims are killing people, Christians, and these people are dying. We want peace on earth, right? And we're going to have peace on earth. And the Pope and the papacy has something for everybody. The papacy has something for Christians because God, right? The papacy has something for Muslims because, Allah is the same as God, quote, quote. The papacy has something for Buddhists and for all kinds of religions. The papacy even they have something for evolutionists and atheists because the papacy believes that God created the world through evolution. You see? It's also attractive for evolutionists and atheists. The papacy has something for everybody, every religion, every group, even atheists, except for those who truly study the Bible. Now what happens if the first beast gets together with the second beast and says, hey, look, we need to hold hands and unite, join together. We need the world to be peaceful, but then start making laws that are against the laws of God. And they do this for the common good. What if they say, hey, look, let's all join together, all these religious groups, all these religions, all in one roof. We're going to worship. You're going to worship Allah. You're going to worship Buddha. You're going to worship your, atheist, whoever you guys worship. And we're all going to worship under one umbrella. You guys can worship your own gods under one umbrella, which is the papacy's umbrella. And then they'll say, hey, look, we can do this Sunday because Sunday is family day. And you say, oh, Attila, what's the big deal? It's just one day. It's just Sunday. What's the big deal? You work on Saturday. Who cares? There are people out there, who truly love God, who truly want to focus on God, and who truly desire to keep God's law and to keep God's commandments, not because they want to be saved, but because they realize that they are saved. So they want to show their appreciation to God by keeping His commandments. One of those commandments is remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. What's the big deal? Right? Okay, well, check this out. Cardinal Gibbons, In Faith of Our Fathers, 92nd edition, page 89, says this: you may read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and you will not find a single line authorizing the sanctification of Sunday. The scriptures enforce the religious observance of Saturday, the Sabbath, a day which we, the Catholic Church, never sanctify. straight from the dragon's mouth. Same person, the Catholic Mirror, official publication of James Cardinal Gibbons, September 23, 1893. The Catholic Church, by virtue of her divine mission, changed the day from Saturday to Sunday. The Catholic Church changed the day, not God, the Catholic Church changed the Sabbath to Sunday. James Cardinal Gibbons, September 23, 1893. Here's what the Chancellor of Cardinal Gibbons said, H.F. Thomas. Of course, the Catholic Church claims that the change, Saturday Sabbath to Sunday, was her act, and the act is a mark of her ecclesiastical authority in religious things. The changing of the Sabbath to Sunday is the mark of the Church's authority. You don't believe me? Catholic Record of London, Ontario, September 1, 1923. Sunday is our mark of authority. The Church is above the Bible, they say, quote, quote, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. So they say, hey, look, the papacy said, look, the Church is above the Bible. The Church is above the Bible. The Pope is above the Bible. We can change God's law. That's what they say. We can change God's law, and we will prove it by changing the Sabbath. And the Sabbath being changed to Sunday is the mark of our authority that we can change God's law. The papacy says. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So is Sunday God's day, or is Sunday the Pope's day? It's the Pope's day. Here's the funny thing. Our Sunday Visitor, February 5, 1950. Here's what it says. Protestants do not realize that by observing Sunday, they accept the authority of the spokesperson of the Church, the Pope. Not God, the Pope. They accept the authority of the Pope, not God. But they don't realize this. So what if once again, since there's all this turmoil, there's all this religious banter and all this religious, the Christians are against the Muslims and the Muslims are against the Jews and all these, all this chaos in the world. What if the Pope, the man of peace, the one who has something for everybody, the one who can talk to Muslims and talk to Buddhists and talk to atheists and politicians, what if he comes to America and says, hey, look, we need peace on earth. This is what we're going to do. All these things are happening, all these turmoil, all these wars and things like that and natural disasters. All this is happening because we don't worship God. Let's all join together because I'm the man of peace. Let's all join together under one roof, under one umbrella, and let's all worship together our own gods on Sunday. Let's have Sunday Family Day. What if that becomes a law? What happens to us Sabbath keepers? Are we going to get banned from the world? Are we going to get arrested? Are we going to be the ones who are going to be eradicated next? Here's my final thought. And I'm not Tommy, okay? Here's my final thought. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody, okay? I'm not trying to offend Trump supporters. I'm not trying to offend people who are against Trump. I'm not trying to offend Muslims. I'm not trying to offend Catholics. Okay, I'm just telling you guys what the truth is from the Bible standpoint. And I'm telling you guys what the truth is from historical standpoint. I'm even trying to tell you guys what the Catholic Church even says themselves. I just want you guys to know the truth, okay? Now check this out, all right? If the papacy is the beast, and the papacy's mark of authority is Sunday, then Sunday is the mark of the